Hello, everyone. Compliments of the season. This is your friend, Dr. Haruna Goroh. How are you doing out there? It's been a while. Please let me know where you have joined me from or where you're joining me from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time where you are. Oh my God, this year is ending so fast. Not long ago, I remember I was wearing this Father Christmas, Santa Claus cap, and I was doing a broadcast and wishing people Merry Christmas in 2022. And we just celebrated Christmas in 2023, about to enter 2024. Well, a lot has happened in our nation. As you may have seen from today's topic, that Tinubu is finished. He has no more plans for Nigeria. He never had one. He said Emiloko, and he came, pumping himself up and saying he's going to hit the ground running. We're yet to see what he actually means. But what that actually means is that he's hitting the ground, destroying Nigeria, plunging her to the abyss, bringing Nigerians down, destroying Nigeria, robbing Nigeria, forcing his way, like he has always done. He did it in Lagos, and he's already started doing it in Nigeria, the entire nation. I don't know how we were fully awake and allowed this evil, this wickedness, this witchcraft, this bewitchment to have happened to us as Nigerians, with the millions of smart people, very intelligent people. And today, Nigeria is becoming a laughingstock all over the nations. Well, as I said, that Tinubu's government is worse than that of Buhari. We complained about Buhari's 8 years of tyrannic, evil reign, no clue reign. And we warned people that Buhari will be like child's play when Tinubu's turn comes. And they were saying, no. Some people allowed tribalism, sectionalism, and, this religious affiliation. People are so hooked to religions, hooked to their tribe, that they don't care what happens to people. So that's what we have now. Buhari is gone. Now is the wicked man, the certificate forger, the one that said they will snatch it, grab it, and run with it. So they have run with it, and they're busy running with it, running the nation down, destroying everything. Clueless, wicked, evil people, tyrants, calling themselves leaders. And see, this Christmas, I want to ask you, were you able to celebrate Christmas? This is Tinubu's first year as president or so-called commander-in-chief, illegitimate commander-in-chief. And some people are around him. Anybody that is celebrating Tinubu's regime, those are heartless, wicked people. It's because you're part of the gang of thieves, the gang of robbers. That's what we have in Nigeria. Well, before I go ahead of myself, let me know where you're watching me from, please, and also help me go ahead and share. Be patient with me because we're going to talk. I want us to talk. Write something. Leave me a comment. Let me get your view. As the title says, Tinubu is finished. He's got no more plans for Nigeria. Just 8 months into his regime, into his evil reign. See where Nigeria is today. And then they said, that they're going to do something in new level, in next level. It's next level suffering, next level corruption. I see people like Wicked. He doesn't even know what party he belongs to, because all they are looking for is how to eat. What even is happening now in Rivers State, where 27 legislators decamped to APC, because that's the party where Oshomole said that the moment you leave your party and join APC, it doesn't matter your sins, they will be forgiven. That's why those lawmakers decided they're going to decamp, since they were all put there by Wike, and he put them there, paid money from stolen money from the state. Where did he get? Just a normal lawyer. And because they set him up and put him there, do you know that it was Jonathan's wife that pushed to make sure that he became the governor of the state? And see what he did. And now he's trying to own Rivers State, the same way Tinubu put certain measures in place, and the money he's getting, that's the same money he's using to buy INEC, using it to buy the judges and enshrine and force himself and continue to destroy this nation and people. Anybody that is still supporting Tinubu or this regime, you are wicked and you are evil. Posterity will judge you, I'm telling you. So please go ahead and share this broadcast with as many people. I want to see many people join this broadcast right now because I want us to talk. The year is coming to an end. We're about to enter 2024. What is next for Nigeria? Nigeria, what next? Nigerians, what next? Are you going to wait to suffer for another 4 years, possibly 8 years, or even 12 or 16 years? Because that's what they are doing. APC is already preparing for 2027. And those of you that think it's the ballot that will do it, it's your vote that will count. The votes no longer count. It's money, stolen money that counts. They will use stolen money to make sure they keep themselves in government, whether you like it or not. So I've been saying, Nigerians, you are the only ones that have the destiny of your nation in your own hands. Don't leave it with the politicians. How many politicians, less than 1%, think about the interests of the people? Most of the others are all there for their own selfish interest. They are there for their own belly. They have no conscience at all. So you can't expect change. You can't expect another level of transformation through politicians. No, no, no. I have said it over and over. We are daydreaming if we ever think that Tinubu is going to bring change in Nigeria. I mean, somebody that we don't know his date of birth, somebody that we don't know, whether he actually graduated from Chicago State University. Everything about him is a lie, it's forgery and forgery. And Tinubu will use money to buy his way, pay his way, force his way, anyway, any day, anytime. And that's why going through using the ballot, it won't work. I'm telling you, they don't want people that will bring change to the nation. I want you to just, okay, let me ask you, just imagine if Peter Obi had been allowed to be president by now, this 8 months, what would have happened to Nigeria? I want you to be sincere. Keep tribalism, bigotry, keep it aside. Keep religion aside. Because this is what they have been using to destroy us. While we are fighting over religion, we are fighting over tribal, which tribe you come from, they are grabbing. Then later they will go and meet together and dine together. Did you not see Akpabio's birthday celebration? Is it 62nd birthday? I am 67. I'm not celebrating that kind of birthday. Are you celebrating? You don't. Many of you don't even have one meal, good meal to eat in a day. But you fill the stadium. Why was the stadium filled? Is it because all those people are APC supporters? No. Hunger. Hunger is the reason why they filled that stadium during the celebration. And many of the legislators contributed money apart, and some of them from the different states from stolen money that belonged to the people. And somebody is telling me, let's give Tinubu some chance. Didn't Tinubu promise that we will hit the ground running? So why are you asking us to be patient? He said from day one. And when he came, truly from day one, the suffering of Nigeria was taken to an extreme level. And only God will tell what next year holds or what they have up their sleeve in the coming year. So I have a few things here. I'm asking Nigerians, what next? Everywhere is rotting. I'm telling you, Nigeria has become, do you know that Nigeria has become a laughing stock in the Committee of Nations? You go anywhere now and say you are Nigerian, people will see you, maybe you're fake. Maybe you are involved with forgery. Maybe so people don't just trust you. That's the Nigeria that we have found ourselves in. We have lost our place among the nations. It used to be the giant of Africa, but it's the giant of corruption because our so-called commander-in-chief is the commander the one that commands the team of rogues and thieves. I mean, see what is happening with Emefiele. And maybe because he's not from where I come from the north, that's why he's suffering now. Somebody that has about 3 banks to himself. How? And he was wanting to be president. Have you forgotten? And so, but they got him. But the ones that were central bank governors before him, what has happened to them? Are they behind bars? That's what is happening in our nation. If you have enough money to pay, and depending on who you're connected to or with, it will decide whether you stay in jail or you're out of jail. Many of the people that are in the House of Representatives and are in the Senate, they deserve to be behind bars. Even Wike, the so-called minister of FCT, Wike has so many things against him that he's supposed to be with EFCC, arrested, maybe even in jail. Tinubu is supposed to have been in jail many years before now, but he's your commander-in-chief, or let me say commander-in-chief. A group of rogues and thieves, connivers, cheats, heartless people, wicked people, seeing people dying. So I'm asking Nigerians, what next with the economy? Nigeria is living on borrowed money, and they're using borrowed money. Buhari borrowed and borrowed and borrowed, and a few days before he left, they borrowed again. Tinubu came, the same, borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Who will pay? Some of them are in their 70s, some are in their 80s, and they're still borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. And then they come and give people peanuts, give women, market women, 10,000. Then they come dressed and saying that this is a good government. Oh, Tinubu, in your mandate will stand. Mandate of stolen mandate? You're supporting a stolen mandate? What is 10,000 naira? It won't last, but they blindfold you with that. These connivers come and use that, and then people are coming and dancing. Wicked is dancing. Bola on your mandate, wicked, heartless people, thieves. Only God will judge you. See what is happening all over the nation. I mean, this Christmas has been one of the most quiet. It's like funerals have taken place. And with what just happened in Plateau, can you see broad daylight, in cold blood, innocent people killed, maimed, women pregnant, they cut them open, little children, months old. And somebody is telling me we are still having one Nigeria. No. With the number of people that have invaded this nation from other nations, and they are coming for occupation, using religion, using tribalism, saying that Fulani, the Fulanis own Nigeria. And I used to warn people, and I said, what you are seeing, these Fulani headsmen doing, these Fulani terrorists, they are not only going to do it in northern Nigeria, they are heading towards Middle Belt. Didn't they go to Benue? And they even went beyond Benue. They went to Ondo, went to places, went to Enugu, went to Imo, went to the south. And their plan, their vision is to take over Nigeria because it belongs to the Fulanis. And we have a so-called commander-in-chief who is to hit the ground running. Commander-in-chief of the armed forces. But what is he doing? Nothing. Because all he knows is stealing and stealing. All he knows is forgery and forgery. And the people he has surrounded himself with are also rogues and thieves. So I want to ask you, how can you expect a thief to be the one that should be the custodian of your goods? You've got your money and you decide to take your treasures and hand over your treasures to a thief, non-thief, non-drug dealer, and you expect him to bring protection to your children, their welfare, their morale, and you expect them to live lives that are God-fearing, that are good lives. No, a man that has no heart, you expect him to think about your welfare. They are just about themselves, about their own immediate families. They don't care about you. That's why I'm asking you. with the economy? Nigerians, answer me. Put it in the comment section. Are you expecting any change from a fraudster, from a certificate forger? You've forgotten the bullion ban, the bullion van. You've forgotten all the things. Have you forgotten all the people around Tinubu? These are Badia Miller likes money. You've forgotten. And then somebody is telling me, let's be patient. Which patience? 8 months of suffering. What is the current exchange rate? During the time of Jonathan, that many people were angry and chased him out. And thank God for Jonathan, he gave up, he relinquished power peacefully, and he said his ambition or his desire to remain president or to go president, become president for another term is not worth the blood of one Nigerian. That's somebody with a heart. But many other politicians have no heart at all. That's why I'm asking you, what next? We are spending money that we do not have. We are using money that we do not have, and they are lavishing it on their own personal self-interest, not your own interest. Servicing it on luxurious, wasteful lifestyle, throwing parties everywhere, buying expensive, exorbitantly expensive cars at the expense. We cry, but did they relent? Did they stop? Did they? No, because all they know is how to destroy. All they know is how to steal. So what else are you expecting? Some people were saying they should have bought, homemade cars. Why would they buy homemade? They will not buy homemade because it's not. They will not have money to steal from there. They will not have money to chop. So that's why they are not concerned about the economy. So why build the local manufacturing companies? Why patronize them? They will not do it because they need where to go and steal money. That's why you hear about 160 million for one SUV. I mean, this is the Nigeria we have found ourselves in. And my question is, what next with our economy? People are hungry and starving, and even starving to death, while they are partying every day. From our money, of course, and money that they have borrowed. We don't have what to back up the money they have borrowed, but they are still going on and borrowing. If they were borrowing for education, for health, and to help people, to empower our people, create jobs, create industries, and empower our people, get our young people to have jobs, one would say this is reasonable borrowing. But they are borrowing to gratify their own selfish desires, to build on their evil ways, to maximize, or let me say, to service their evil ways. That's what their borrowing is about. Again, please don't forget, share this broadcast. Share. I want many people to watch today's broadcast. Very, very important. On YouTube and on Facebook. Please help me. Share it. Just at this juncture, I need to say it. Please go ahead and share. Don't get tired. Nigerians need to know. We need to talk about what's going on. My next question is, what's going on with security? They promise that they will make sure they bring an end to insecurity. But has it happened? Many people are dying. See what just happened. Christmas Eve. About 2 days of going to different villages. So where is the security people? And while the people in Plateau were being killed in cold blood, where was the governor, APC governor? Stolen mandate. Where was he? He was in Lagos celebrating, paying homage to who? To Tinubu, who is Muslim. And they have a Muslim ticket. And they're going there to pay homage for what? Is that what we need? The money they flew there, the hotels, the book, the food, the entourage, the people that went with them. This is all waste and waste. And the governor of Plateau did that while his people were dying. It should have been, the Christmas should have been a black Christmas, even though we're celebrating the birth of Jesus to the world. But then with the killing of people, Do you know while you were celebrating, many families in Plateau State were mourning. They were in pain because of innocent people that needless have died. I mean, where were the security people? For people to go from one village to the other, killing, unabated. This is the Nigeria we have found ourselves. 8 months of reign of Tinubu, and people are dying. Kidnapping has just increased. The only time there was a little break in the kidnapping numbers is when these thieves were busy organizing how to rig election and how to get themselves enshrined in this illegitimate reign. And so that was the only time. And you know why it was quiet? Because they are the recipients. They are the ones that sponsor the insecurity that we see. They are the sponsors of the kidnappings. Because this, some of these people that you see in the bushes that are actually the ones that come out to do the kidnapping. Some of them look like, okay, where are they spending the money? The millions that they collect, the millions that they collect as ransom, which banks do they take them to? Is it not with the same people that are now calling, that we are calling, referring to as our politicians or our leaders? They are the same ones. So I want to ask you, Emefiele, that was central bank governor, that is now behind bars. They're giving him now a bail of how many millions? Where did he get the money? Even the money is going to pay for bail. That money they're telling him to pay is nothing compared to the money he has stolen. And would he have stolen without the aid of Buhari, who was his commander-in-chief? The whole thing about the Naira redesign, were they not doing it together? So it's all a rogue government, past and present. That's why we want to see the future safe. But when people like Obi and Depti come, people of integrity, they come. Nigerians, many corrupt people don't like such people because they will not steal, they will not rob, they will not perpetuate their corruption. That's why they hate people like Obi. And if anybody think that, okay, let's wait, one day people like Obi will come on, didn't Depti say it? Swearing in Tinubu will be the end of democracy in Nigeria. He said you'll be ending democracy. And he said it's somebody that does not, like, doing something that will jeopardize, his life. And he doesn't just take risks for any kind of risk, but he knew what he was saying. He was saying the truth. But they don't like people like Baba Ahmed. They don't like Depti. They don't like people like him. They don't like people like Obi. They like corruption. And somebody said, let's call the Western world. Let's tell America. Let's tell Germany. Let's tell the other foreign nations to come and help us. You think they care? They don't care. They actually love corrupt people. It is in this kind of corruption that they will be able to come in and rob us of our resources, like they've always done. So my question is, what is the way forward, Nigerians? I am asking you, because human lives no longer count, no longer matter in Nigeria. Money is what matters to many people. And they use so-called power to maintain grip, their diabolic grip over the nation. And by so doing, they plunge and plunder our natural and our financial resources that we have as a nation. So I am calling upon Nigerians. You sit down there and expect change. Change is not going to come through the ballot box. And I'm not calling for violence, but I'm saying there has to be a peaceful revolution. Didn't you see how the youth stood up in Rivers State to support their governor, to say, no, Wike has no right to continue to control the state. He's gone. He had his chance, 8 years, and he already stole so much, so he should leave them alone. But I was so disappointed when I heard the Christmas message on a day of good news, and Fubara threw his people under the bus. Disappointed the people that stood to fight for him. In fact, what he has done was to expose all the people that spoke, that came out to support him. And he exposed them. And Wike, Wike with his mouth and vengeance. He doesn't know how to forgive. He's going to start attacking those people. He will come up against them. Fubara, shame on you. God put you there, but you are not realizing that you are thinking it is wicked that put you there. And you threw your people under the bus and said, no, for the sake of peace, there is no this thing too much to let go. That actually the whatever 8-point agreement that was made is not as serious as is not the way people are seeing it. So how are they seeing it? Are you doing it because you are afraid of being impeached? One thing you do not know, till the moment you allow them and those 25 people return, because I understand there were 27 and 2 others withdrew again, and now it's 25 people that are the legislators that are there, or let me say people that are in the House of Assembly, and they return, and they all come back as APC, except if you are going to decamp to APC. And if you decamp, you know that's not constitutional. It's against the Constitution. So for the sake of the people that gave you the mandate, don't do what your president, your boss was doing before, and that is wicked. Standing on in 2 places, using PDP, but he was not working for the people, he was working for himself. Using PDP, but then now you can see everything about him is APC, but he doesn't want to come out like he wooed the 5 governors and got them to be with him. And he said they were progressive, they were integrity, but everything he was doing was for himself. And that's why many of the people that supported him have no future, especially former Governor Otom. Where is he today? Because he was following Wike, not knowing Wike is an opportunist. Wike will never do anything for anybody, thinking about somebody's interest. Even if it appears as if he's doing something for good for you, there is something he's going to benefit. And that's what he was doing. He said surprises are coming. And he knew, he waited to strike at the correct time. And I don't know how PDP was so weak, they could not expel him earlier. And they thought that if we expel him, maybe we'll lose. Didn't you still lose at the end? And Tinubu is not there for the people. He's there for himself. Wike is not there for the people. He's there for himself. And Fubara, don't join them and think only about yourself. See how people put their life on harm's way to come and support you, to stand with you. And today, you are not supporting them. You're not standing to say, no matter what, I'm now the one that is the chief executive in my state. And Tinubu can do nothing, according to our constitution, and Wike can do nothing. And there you are now playing into their own net. Shame on you. I just pray that you retrieve your steps back. Well, Nigerians, what next? What next? Only we can save our nation. I want to hear your view. What do you think Nigerians should do? Should we wait for 4 years? If 8 months, it's already so messed up. Things are so messed up in 8 months. So how would the next 3 years and maybe 3 months be? Or the next, not just 3 years, but we'll add another 4 years. How will it be? 7 years and 2 months under somebody like Tinubu. Forget it. You're wasting your time. He has no plan for Nigerian safety, no plan for the economy, no plans for you, no plan for anyone. The only thing he has in his heart is himself and no one else. This is what I believe, and I've been calling for a peaceful revolution. The youth did it in Rivers State. Let it not only be in Rivers State for a governor, even for the so-called commander-in-chief. Nigerians from the north, south, east, and west, men and women, especially you, the young people, you are quiet. People like us, I'm in my 60s. And many of the politicians that are misusing and the nation, destroying the nation, they're in their 60s, some 70s, some 80s. And you think that they will change? They are not about to change. They know many of them are about to go to their grave. And anything they are doing now is to fortify the future of their own children. They are not thinking about you at all. Forget it. I am 67. In February, I'll be turning 68. But I don't think like that. I think as a progressive. I am concerned about my children and their own children's children. I'm thinking about my grandchildren. So we must not think about now and just us. Let's think about the future. That's why you young people, you are afraid of dying. Hunger is already killing you. These politicians will kill you without you even going out on a protest. So why don't you rise now and take your nation back? And you're just saying, let's just forget, I'm not going to vote again. Yes, so if you're not going to vote, they will put themselves there and you will suffer. Say you will japa. Have you not seen how many of our young people have died in the desert? Many have died in the sea. Some are in jail because they went illegally, jackpot abroad illegally. And some of them some of them are involved in many evil activity, illicit activities, and because of that, they end up behind bars. Many of them are rotting in jails abroad. Is that what you want? God has given you your own nation with so many natural resources, blessed with so many treasures, but few people are destroying it, and you are watching and saying, those people will come after me. They're already coming after you. Rise up peacefully and take your nation back in a peaceful revolution. These people will never answer with you just sitting down talking on social media. You are telling me, but I'm also talking on social media, and you're saying, come and let your children lead it. You're talking sarcastically. And you're not seeing the fact that I'm thinking, I'm burning inside of me, I'm concerned about your destiny. And instead of you rising up to do something, and you're saying, what is this old man doing? And you, a young person with strength, with vision, with great plans for the future, but these wicked people are destroying it, and you're sitting there, you don't care. Shame on you. All the young people rise up. The ones that came out on the street with 1 million man march, all that was a waste, will be a waste if you don't do something now. This is actually the time. If you need any march, you need any coming together in millions, that one was just a practice. See it as a practice. This is the real one now. Rise up and take your nation back. Well, I just felt, let me talk to you. You just celebrated Christmas, and you saw how quiet it was. And I want to remind you, going into 2024, if we don't have a clear direction, a clear plan with what we need to do to take our nation, don't think these people will let go so easily. No, no, no. They don't understand that type of game. The one they understand is the game of corruption, ruthless corruption. And you don't want corruption, so rise up and let's take our nation back.
Wow. That was a wonderful submission from Dr. Haruna Goroh right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for joining us today. How are you guys doing today, my people? I appreciate every one of you that is joining us today. Please help us to press on the like button.
Dele o de